And we turn now to Major League Baseball today, remembering and honoring Jackie Robinson, the pioneer in that sport who broke the color barrier 78 years ago today.
In 1947, he shattered the color barrier, becoming the first African-American to play in Major League Baseball. His on-field talent made him a first-ballot Hall of Famer, but his courage and perseverance made him a legend.
A legend indeed. Players and coaches across the MLB will wear the number 42 today as a tribute to Jackie Robinson, who played 2 years in the Negro Leagues before joining the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947, eventually leading Robinson to take the field as a Dodger and changing Major League Baseball forever. Joining me now is one of my favorite guests on this program, Bob Kendrick, the president of the Negroes Leagues Baseball Museum. Mr. Kendrick, good to see you again. How important is the MLB to keep this tradition of Jackie Robinson alive?
Well, I think it's beautiful that we have a platform the size of Major League Baseball and the Players Association to help us understand why the legacy of Jackie Robinson is so tremendously important. They've done a wonderful job with this ever since they retired the number. And of course, when all the players take the field today in their respective games wearing that number 42, it just serves as another important reminder of just how amazing a human being Jackie Robinson was.
We still have, as you know, this record low number of black baseball players and coaches, particularly in Major League Baseball. What does the league need to do to get more representation on the field?
Well, I do believe that the league has invested in the kinds of programs that will ultimately get the pendulum to shift the other way. I'm so fortunate. I go down to Vero Beach, Florida, a couple of times a year where they do these amazing camps for urban youth. And there are some tremendous talent coming down the pipeline. And I have no doubt that these programs are going to start to yield tremendous benefit. They've done a wonderful job, when I say they, Major League Baseball and the Players Association, USA Baseball, to bridge the economic divide that has kept a lot of kids from being able to afford to play our game. So I think the measures are being put in place. You know, the one thing that we are in our society, well, we aren't, and that's patient. And so we're going to have to be patient. We'll see this trend reverse itself, man. Now, maybe that's the overly optimistic Bob, but I do think that these programs are already starting to pay dividend. And the more populated we're seeing, both at major Division I colleges, HBCUs, as well as the minor leagues, it gives us an indication that the growth of the game is headed in the right direction.
So, Mr. Kendrick, I do want to ask you, this Jackie Robinson Day comes in a different political climate than previous. I want to show you this. Just a month ago, the Department of Defense deleted pages on Jackie Robinson's military service from their website. The first reaction from the DOD was to say that, quote, DEI is dead at that department. And then an hour later, officials quickly restored the page, saying the removal was an accident, but that, quote, we do not view or highlight them through the prism of immutable characteristics such as race. Bob, what is your reaction to that? Can you tell the story of Jackie Robinson without discussing, of course, his race?
You cannot. You cannot. And his military career is such a vital component of the overarching career that led to the barrier-breaking moment that we are celebrating right now. He serves at Fort Riley, Kansas, right up the road from the Negroes Leagues Baseball Museum in 1942. And dare I say, he was serving in a segregated regiment. And so there's nothing as his military career relates to that is DEI in any sense, but certainly under the auspices in which it has been framed today. And so that was somewhat befuddling to see it connected in that way. I was glad to see that the information was restored, because there's no way you can demean anything associated with Jackie Robinson. He is one of this nation's greatest American heroes, and he should be celebrated in such a manner.
The great Bob Kendrick, president of the Negroes Leagues Museum. My friend, thank you as always.
No, thank you for having me. It's good to see you.
Thank you, sir.